Hi friends, this is Bani and welcome to my channel. Today I'm here to give 5 tips that will be very beneficial for English learners. I know you all are English learners and that's why you are watching this video. See, you may struggle a lot for learning this language, but result is zero because you are not following these 5 tips. These 5 tips I followed while learning English. And today I will explain these 5 rules that you need to follow to become fluent. So don't go anywhere, stay with me till the end of the video. Without further ado, let's get started. See, I was also like you. I completed my schooling from Bengali medium board and after that I enrolled in the law college. And that time I faced a lot of issues due to lack of my fluency. I couldn't understand a single sentence in English. But my all classes were conducted in English only. I got all subjects in English. And then I struggled a lot for learning this language. And that time I got puzzled. I couldn't understand what should I do, from where should I start, because English was a subject for me before. And now I need to start speaking English. So I need to be fluent at that time, but I didn't know what should I do. Since then, I started following these 5 rules. The first rule is reading a lot. Initially, when you start reading something, you will get a lot of new words because you are new here. You have started reading something. You have started reading a new language. So try to collect these new words and try to get the meaning of these new words and know how to use these new words. See, initially you may not be interested in reading something, but believe me, if you keep reading something, then within few days or within few months, you will be familiar with all those words. This is the first step for learning English. Whenever you get something in English, try to read it. I know you will get some new words there. So try to note them down. And after that, try to make sentences with those new words. Try to include those sentences in your daily conversation. The next step is writing. Write a lot. Every day, try to write something on a particular topic. If you try to do so, you will get to know how to translate sentences from Bengali into English. In this how you will be familiar with sentence structure. Suppose you know how to create sentence. If you know the sentence structure, then it will be very easy to speak something in English. So this is the second rule. Initially, you may make a lot of mistakes. You may not be able to make sentences, but don't give up. Use a lot of things. You can use Google Translate. You can use ChatGPT. Using them, you will get to know how to make sentences. Suppose you are someone who doesn't know how to make sentence, then listen to me. You will get some good teachers on YouTube. Follow them and learn how to make sentence. And after that, try to translate your every single sentence from Bengali into English. Initially, you need to do this only because if you are not able to make sentences, then it will be very difficult to speak English. As you get a Bengali sentence, try to translate that Bengali sentence from Bengali into English. Try to take out some time from your hectic schedule and write down something. Every day, write something. If you write a lot, then definitely you will learn English very quickly. The third rule is listening. Listen something in English. You can listen podcast. Initially, you may not understand the podcast. You may not understand the native speakers. But believe me, if you keep listening to podcast or something in English, then within few days or within few months, you will be able to understand the podcast. Initially, it happened with all. It happened with me as well. When I started listening to podcast, I was not able to understand anything, not a single sentence, but I kept listening to podcast. But within few days, I started figuring them out. See, I was also very busy. I couldn't take out some times for listening to podcast or listening to something in English. But I listened to podcast. I used to listen podcast while commuting somewhere. While going to college or going to somewhere, I used to listen to podcast a lot. Still, I listen to podcast. Whenever I get some times, I listen to podcast. Still, I commute somewhere and that time I listen something in English. So do so. Listen a lot. When you listen something in English, some new words will come into your mind and you will think about those new words. And then you will try to get the Bengali meaning of those new words. Rule number 4 is watch something in English. If you watch something in English, then you will get to know how to speak in English. Suppose you are watching something in English, you are not understanding that what is going on. Initially, you may get stuck understanding something in English while watching something in English. Try to read the subtitle. Reading subtitle, figuring out something would be beneficial for beginners. So keep watching something in English. Whenever you watch something in English, you will get to know how to speak in English. Along with it, what would be the body language while speaking in English. So it will be very beneficial for English learners. The fifth and the most important rule is speaking. Speak a lot. I know your first question would be with whom can we make a conversation? See, if you don't have a good circumstances and there you will not get anyone with whom you can make a conversation, then you will get some online free application where you can practice a lot. You will get some speaking partners with whom you can make some conversations. So do practice over there. It's very normal to make mistakes. Initially, all learners make a lot of mistakes. Don't think about your mistakes. Just speak. Make a conversation. Start making a call. Suppose you make a call and you start fumbling. Don't worry. Do it. Take it slow and keep making conversations. Believe me, within few months you will be fluent in English. But you need to keep practicing. Still, I have been learning English. Still, I make a lot of mistakes, but I keep practicing. I keep speaking. So work hard for learning this language. Keep practicing, make mistakes, and learn this language. So these are 5 rules that I have followed every single day. Still, I have been following these 5 rules. Follow these 5 rules and be fluent in English. So this is all about today. I will be back with more content. Till then, take care. Thank you for watching this video. Bye-bye.